Okay guys, it is here, it has happened, everything that we've been waiting for and talking about, speculating on, and having all these concerns about is here. We have all of the new releases today, including the Tamriel Tome, and that is one of the major things I want to go over because I'm still seeing so many things about people being confused or concerned about varying currencies and how things are going to work, how you're going to acquire them, how long they're going to last, what do you get for free, what do you get for the paid service, yada yada. Okay, so we're going to go over all of that right now. Okay, so first off, we have this nice page here that I believe is due to them listening to us and saying how we need something in the game, not just on social media posts or on live streams and whatnot, that kind of breaks down some of the largest changes. Because not everyone is branching outside of the video game that they're logging into to learn stuff about the game. So this is very nice to see. As soon as you open up the game or go into your tomes, this is what you get met with first. We're going to continue to tome. And then we have the rewards window here. And you can always go back to that other page by hitting 0. But on the very first page, you start to realize that these rewards are kind of like the old daily login rewards. But you will notice pretty quickly, and if you are well versed in ESO and the historical rewards, especially in the last year, these are actually far better. And this is all in the free Tamriel Tome section. Like, this is not paid. The stuff up here is, and we will touch on that in a moment, but these are all things that you can and will acquire just by playing the game. And I don't know, I've not seen a single month or even multiple months where you get this many awesome collectible rewards, and the currencies are bonkers. We have a bunch of materials as well. They really listened there. We weren't sure. We weren't seeing a lot of stuff on that during PTS, but I think that if they weren't there before, they definitely started paying attention and hearing all the complaints. People who mainly just wanted their daily login rewards back and stuff because all they really care about is crafting or making gold or decorating their houses and stuff, and those things are important. Now we're getting more furnishings than ever, we're getting more currency than ever, more materials than ever, collectible style pages. I mean, technically you just get it instantly, but they're style pages. I mean, like, the trade bars are insane as well. I haven't added it up myself, but I think it's been said to be somewhere around 9,000, which looks pretty accurate. And yeah, so this is all the free Tamriel Tome so far. Is just playing the game. You're just going to have access to this. You don't need ESO Plus. You don't need to have done anything other than own the base game. Absolutely amazing. And how you will unlock each of these pages or these rewards is through tome points. Now, I've seen complaints about how many different currencies there are and whatnot. I know it can be a little confusing, a little annoying, but at least it's not, this isn't like some of those other gacha games where all the different currencies lead you back to real monetary value, right? Not at least directly, and in this way you can't buy a lot of these things outright. Like the gold bars, I've seen a lot of speculation that people are thinking you're going to be able to buy them later on in the Crown Store. They've said that this will never be true. I think with them stating that so distinctly, that would be insane for them to go back on. Might even have legal implications to do that. And that is a major jump from the ticket system, because you literally could, for all of the existence of tickets, you could buy them in the Crown Store. So they've deleted that, given us the equivalent with trade bars, made them usable for long periods of time, or I should say infinite periods of time. No cap like the 12 ticket cap before, and you can't buy them with money anymore. The reason why I leave like even the smallest stipulation is I believe there's like there's some premium rewards that give you trade bars. That's the only way. You can't like endlessly buy them. So you have like a small limited amount that you can get every so often. Yeah, that's the only one, I think. Yeah. So 1,500 is seemingly all you can get if you want to, quote unquote, buy them with money. That's a huge boost compared to before, like or like reduction in pay to. It's not even pay to win. I don't know. You know, it's hard to like nail these things down, but essentially they took whatever that is, that nasty thing that a lot of people dislike, and I'm not even a huge fan of, and reduced it heavily. So in my eyes, this is incredible. This whole change is awesome. It also brings back a lot of the things that people have been most upset about, and not having to do day to day, their little tasks and getting rewards every single day and whatnot. And while it's not exactly that where you can just log in and log out, this does require you to play the game a little bit. You have a very long time to complete it. If you do enjoy the game, that I don't see that being a problem. They seem pretty simple to do too, just like old ones. You just have a lot more time to do them. You get way better rewards. And yeah. And then next we're going to click on the View Challenges button, and we're going to look at some of these. So you have collecting wood logs, completing a battlegrounds 3 times, 20 shadowy Daedra killed. I mean, these are all pretty simple stuff. You have looting a treasure chest and capturing a keep in Cyrodiil. Now, let's say you hate PvP and you don't want to do either of these 2 things. I'm not going to reset them because I do PvP, so these are definitely going to be things I'm going to get done in the next 4 days. Almost, 4.5. But if you don't want it, you would just hit T down here. So if you see, while I'm mousing over that, it says hit T to re-roll challenges. Or if you're on console, it's going to be a different button, but same exact concept. And these are your dice, showing how many re-rolls you have. So if you get the next one and you still don't like that either, you can re-roll it again. And you'll continue to get more of these, or they'll reset weekly, I believe. Might even just add on. I've seen it up to 12 on PTS accounts. So you aren't totally stuck to these. You can try to re-roll them and get something better that you like. Then you have the seasonals, which like this. I mean, 1,500 Tamriel Tome points for just participating in the Jubilee event. It's going to be very easy to get. These crates are a dime a dozen. You can farm these up super fast. I got 2 within like a moment of being logged on. So 50, you have 12 days and 15 hours to get that done. You're going to get that done just fine. Then you have your daily login reward, and I've seen a lot of questions and concerns about this. One of which, namely, it's bugged right now for a lot of us. If you were on after the server reset to get your bonus trade bars, it already counted you as getting your daily login, so therefore when it rolled over, it didn't give it to you for Tamriel Tomes because they came online after that. So that's a little annoying. I'm not overly concerned, and the reason I'm not is because I will be getting the paid version of the season, and that means that my season will not have this season ends deadline. It'll be, I can do it whenever. I can do it months from now. So my daily login will continue to count up to 99, even though the free players seem to be stuck at 97. So if you, or 96 if you have this bug that I have. So if you logged in today and you got yours, then the next 96 days you're going to get one as well, and then the season will be over unless you paid for it. If you paid for it, it'll stay in perpetuity, and you can do even multiple seasons all at once. So if you're paying for seasons, you could literally go on a giant trip for 5 months, come back, and then complete all of your seasons all at once. So that's kind of one of the major perks of paying for seasons. But if you're paying a non-paying player and you're going to be here the entire time, then you're only going to miss out on a couple days for free of daily logins, and you're able to complete and gain all of these other things completely free, including what we were looking at before. So, I also wanted to throw in this quick PSA before we continue on with the video, because I know this is a big issue that a lot of people are experiencing right now. They have concerns about their daily reward not counting in their tome. I know it's only 15 coins right now, but who knows what that'll lead to in the future, or if it's going to be 15 every single day. We don't have confirmation of that. And also, you just don't want to lose out on something that you did. So they are aware. The dev team, Kevin, Gina, they've been responding and making comments about this issue. They're well aware. They are resolving it. They also have some updates here that you can see about improving the UI and how it reads how many days are available and all that kind of stuff. So just wanted to throw that out there for anyone concerned, maybe quell some of those tickets that I know they're receiving a large influx of right now. But yeah, this is the currency that you'll be spending inside. Oh, by the way, to go back to that page, because there's not like a different UI button, you have to look down here. I know sometimes this UI option at the bottom of the screen is missed for a lot of different UI things in ESO. So if you're stuck and you don't know how to get back to that page, it's going to be down here. It's going to tell you what button. For me, it's X. Hit X, and I'm back here. So let's say I just went and saw how many Tamriel Tome points I got. I would now spend them on whatever I want. And when I have spent enough, I can go, like it says, earn another 2,000 to unlock page 2. Once I've earned or spent enough, I can go to the next page and start earning here, or purchasing here. So that should be Tamriel Tome broken down. This is its own system. You do get seals, you do get trade bars, but this is standalone. That one currency goes to this one reward. There's the premium one, which we're about to talk about, but that is how that works for every player. None of the other currencies apply, they're just rewards. So there shouldn't be any confusion there now. Totally separate. All right, next we're going to talk about the premium options. So the number one important thing I want to say here is that if you want to go the premium route to get a ton of the extra bonuses, like a heavy majority of them, then all you would need to spend is 15. 15 for the whole season. So if you spend $15, you get 3 months of that extra premium content. This other upgraded option will just give you extra tome points and this cosmetic. I will explain that better in a second after I go through the stuff, but I do want to say, like, you'll get all these for 15. If we go back, you will get everything here, everything here, everything here. You get the point. You're going to get all of these rewards for that $15. You do not need the $30 option to get all of this. Okay, on premium tome tokens, you will get these every single month. You will get one for your subscription of ESO Plus. If you aren't paying for ESO Plus, then this isn't going to apply to you. This is just a perk that you get as a added bonus to all the other increased benefits that ESO Plus got this year. You will be getting one of these for every single sub. So if you have a full year paid, you would get 12 of these. I don't know why. I've been playing for so long, and I would have been saving so much money to just go with an annual. I never did before. Mine is pending, so I currently have 4 because they backdated the rewards for the previous months, which is really cool. Not, endlessly, but I got 4. Since they made the announcement, essentially, so that people wouldn't be punished for having ESO Plus on a non-annual basis, or having it already set annual before. But if you get 12, that's when you'd be able to unlock this for free. So if you are one of the people who has 12 already, you literally can just use this and activate it that way. Or for those of us who don't but do want to activate this, that'll cost $30. But yeah, you wouldn't even, if you were using your tome tokens, this wouldn't even be an option. You just go straight to the Premium Plus bonus. So that's a really neat side effect if you're already an ESO Plus member. And if you don't want to use it on this one, you can use it on a future Tamriel Tome that will come out for a new season. And you can decide as you go, So if this one isn't looking like what you want maybe different rewards in the future, or you just aren't going to have the tokens to spend, you can wait on that one. Okay, I have gone and unlocked this personality. I just held down on it and unlocked it, as this one is free as soon as you get either of the premium versions. So I, of course, love all the personalities in the game. I like to switch between them or put them on certain characters, and Monster Slayer personality is pretty dope, reminding me of like a Witcher or something. So definitely was going to get that. Alright, and I wanted to show them both off, including the Raynor's Traveling Robes, as it doesn't have a preview option, so you could skip having to look it up by seeing it here. Obviously, this is going to have some really cool dye options. Ignore the arrow in my knee. I've still not removed that from my Jester outfit. But it's pretty neat. I know this won't be an amazing selling point for another $15 for a lot of people. And maybe you also don't care too much about the extra tome coins and stuff. So honestly, the extra 15 is extremely optional here. If you absolutely love this costume and you want those extra tome points to get ahead or catch up or whatever, save yourself some time, get some rewards earlier, then by all means buy it like I have. But really, the amount of people I've been seeing saying that like I have to spend $30 extra now and stuff, this costume, extremely optional. The tokens, extremely optional. The 15, I personally would advocate for more people doing, because the amount of rewards are pretty awesome. For $15 for 3 months. You know, maybe that doesn't fit your budget, totally fine, or maybe it's just something that you don't want to do. But some of these things, pretty awesome. Let me go to one of the ones that I am very excited for. No, it's not that. Not that. There we go. So for my usual look, this is awesome. I've always kind of disliked, or not always, but ever since I started messing with subclassing and using this ability, I've been pretty annoyed at the green look not blending with my character. This blends fantastically, so that's going to be a quick grab for me when I catch up to that point. That essentially wraps it up for the Tamriel Tome portion of this. You can go through and get a better look at all of the different rewards and decide on how you're going to spend your tokens as you go. But really, just to recap, you're going to be doing daily things, weekly things, and seasonal things like in the past, and just unlocking a bunch of rewards that are way better than what we've seen in the past for the most part. And every single season is going to be a little different. We're going to see different various rewards, but this is like a good taste of what you're going to get, and they're listening to feedback. So if you'd like to see other rewards, like maybe more house stuff, maybe more mount related rewards, whatever it is that you would prefer, then give your feedback on the forums or even on Reddit. They're really paying attention to a lot of different sources. You can even talk to some of your favorite content creators that are partners. I unfortunately am not a partner at this time. Maybe in the future that would be really awesome, but lending your feedback to your partnered creators like Arttea, Skinny Cheeks, Calamon, these types of members are really important to have these conversations with too, because ZOS is really having these conversations with these people, with our players, and paying attention more. So let them know what you like about this, let them know what you don't. Give your feedback. So far, in my opinion, this is pretty incredible, but of course, I'd always like to see it improve. All right, and let's just quickly touch on Seals of Endeavor, or as they are now called, just Seals. I am still seeing people say that these are going away, they're being transferred into something else, they're going to start selling them to you, and all this different stuff. This currency is specifically put into the game for you to be able to get Crown Crate rewards through playing the game. We all know that it's not easy. We all know that it takes forever to get this currency and whatnot. But you are getting these from playing the game, and as you just saw, in the free Tamriel Tome in mass. You're getting a ton of these. And that is not going to change. It wouldn't even make sense for them to change. So I'm really hoping that conspiracy dies very soon. This is something that will not and cannot change. It was implemented to avoid some legal issues and concerns where things are cut off entirely from the players through gambling crates. So just keep in mind, this is separate. They've just changed the name slightly, but all of your coins or your seals are staying. You're going to keep gaining more, and you're going to still have access to all the Crown Crate rewards like you have since it came out. That is it. Nothing else needs to be said about this. It can stay there. The next topic to go over really quick is the Gold Coast Bazaar and the trade bars. So we've talked about this in my past videos. Many creators have talked about this. Zoss has made many posts about it. I just want to clear the air a little bit more as well. Just like the seals, you will be gaining these through playing the game. You can get some, as we talked about earlier in the video, through the premium Tamriel Tome system, but very few. The heavy majority of these will be coming from playing the game. And you, unlike tickets, cannot purchase these directly in the Crown Store either. This is another currency, just like seals, which you're going to be earning through playing, and you get to recover so many missed out FOMO items. Things that were originally only available at certain times in the game's history or during certain events. You are now going to be able to pick them up whenever. As long as they're in the store, they will be cycling in and out. So if you see something but you didn't have enough, let's say you want the Dragon's Treasure Trove, like Drew You Out, a ESO streamer, has been waiting for it to come out. He really wants this. He missed out on it in the past. He's buying this today. I'm sure he's already logged on and bought it.
Tomorrow we cook with Treasure Trove. Wait, do we know the price of Treasure Trove? Because I'm gonna want that to get that. I'm gonna want to get that right away. That's an item that I've wanted for many years. I've actually just, believe it or not, I've just accepted that I would never have it. So the fact that I can have it now is wildly cool. Wildly cool. 700. So I'll have 1,000 whenever reset happens. It might take a little bit before I can get the treasure trove. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Getting a massive load of bars for the tome. Oh, that's true. Maybe. $9K apparently with the free path, like extra 1K or something we paid. Ooh. Volkurian, you're sitting on 3,400? Dude, there's no way, man. There's no...
But let's say he didn't have enough trade bars, and somehow he didn't gain enough by the time this cycled back out of the Bazaar. It'll come back in the future. So he can keep saving them up indefinitely, and with no cap, and then just buy it when it comes back. This system is absolutely fantastic, and it's going to make so many people happy who have desired some of these collectibles and never been able to get them throughout time. I know I'm missing so many of these. I've taken months off in the past, even though I've played consistently now for years. There's a good amount of stuff that I just did not pick up at the time, or I mean, very sadly, some stuff that I lost due to bugs. Let me see, customize actions. This guy here, I was complaining about it to Drew yesterday. I wanted this really bad. Me being me, I procrastinated and didn't finish the Golden Pursuits. I just wasted time getting other things done, thinking I'll have no problem completing it. And then there was a bugged quest. I tried to do the whole quest 5 times. I stayed up late. The server ended up resetting. Lost my opportunity. Now, it's partially my fault for waiting until the end, because I could have gotten, help from a dev to get that resolved. But, things happen, the game bugged. It's very rare that something like that happens. But the upside is I can now get this item. So, and I will be, because I love to collect recalls. So I'm going to be able to go back and get this thing that I missed out on and was pretty sad about missing. And this system is pretty straightforward. There's, the stuff will be added as time goes on. Things will be cycled out. You'll get this currency. That's about it. None of these things are exchanged for each other. None of them are turning into one another. I've been seeing so many things about them being consolidated, or all of these like boogeyman type conspiracies. I think we have all the information now. What I've laid out is exactly how they're going to work for the foreseeable future. So disregard other people's claims, because I have not seen any foundation which makes me believe them in the slightest. And there's just a whole lot of people trying to fearmonger, it seems like. So hopefully this helped everybody. This is where we're at. There's not really much else to know about these different currencies and how to get them and how you're going to spend them. So, you know, this is it. We're done. I'm going to call the video and end there. If anybody has any questions at all that I still have not answered, or maybe some extra clarification is needed, maybe I missed something. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of changes. That's fine. Let me know in the comments, and I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. Other than that, let me know how you feel about this. Are you excited? Are you not? What parts of this do you love? What parts do you not love so much? And I mean, I like to gather that info too, even though I'm not a partner yet. I often hang out with a lot of other streamers and creators who are partners. We have a lot of these conversations, and I like to think that I'm making somewhat of an impact on them or devs when I make posts. So if I hear something from you and it changes how I view stuff, that's fantastic, and I love to constantly grow and learn. As long as we keep it classy and we respect one another, you know, don't throw around insults and get too crazy down there. I would hate to have to block somebody. I'm usually pretty open about people's strong opinions, but you know, let's keep it fun. Let's keep it positive. Okay, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah. If anyone you know has been confused or spreading misinformation, feel free to send them this video. You know, it's a win-win. You share my video around, they get to learn something. It's great all around. All right, have a good one, guys. Bye.